Hello dear students, how are you? Students, you are most welcome in this next series. This is the video series of chapter number 4. In this series, we are discussing about the different phylums. So we have discussed the phylum Porifera, phylum Coelenterata, phylum Ctenophora, phylum Platyhelminthes, phylum Aschelminthes. Now the next one is the phylum what? Phylum Annelida. Dear students, this is very important point that if you will study all the phylums and their salient feature, so you will be able to identify any living organism. This is the organism belong to this phylum, and what are the salient feature you will recall it, and common features of that organism you will know. Let's discuss about the phylum Annelida. First we will discuss why it is named so phylum Annelida. What does it mean Annelida? Dear students, this is very important point. Annule, it is the term annule, okay. So annule or annulus, it is the term which means that what? Segments, okay. Annules means segments, and you know I have told that all the animals of phylum Annelida have the segmented body, or the segmentation is found throughout the body. The segments, which type of segment? These are the ring like segment, or outermost appearance of the segment is ring like, and innermost it is septated. Just like here, if we will observe the what? If we will observe earthworm, then you will be able to see that here in the earthworm body there are number of this ring like structure are found. These are looking like ring, but from inside if we will see that how it looks, you know, this is a particular segment. Suppose this one I am drawing, this is the magnified structure or magnified view of this segment. Suppose this is a ring start outside from here like this, okay. So these are the ring, and internally these segment or ring like structure, they are also found in inner body structures or inner body wall. So dear students, here these are the septa between particular segments. So these are the septa, okay. So this is the septa, and this is septation present throughout the body of earthworm, and each segment of the body has at least one organ. So here you are looking, the body nephridia are present. Nephridia are the structure which help in the excretion. So nephridia, at least one nephridia is present in each segment. That is why this type of segmentation is known as what? Metameric segmentation. Metameric segmentation, okay. So metameric segmentation, this is the segmentation type present in annelids. Annelids means the living organism belong to this phylum Annelida are known as annelids, okay. So dear students, each segment is known as metamere. Metamere, it is the single segment, and the segmentation is known as the metameric segmentation, and body is metamerically segmented. Got it? So these are the terms we have discussed earlier also. So now let's discuss about the habitat. What is the habitat of the animals belong to the phylum Annelida? So habitat is moist soil. Let's discuss about the general characteristics or salient feature of this phylum. So this one is habitat, we have discussed now, and next one is, dear students, the cell body organization. Which type of body organization? Body organization is organ system level. You know, we have discussed in earlier phylums that organ level body organization were present. So in phylum Platyhelminthes we have seen that the digestive system was found, but digestive system was not completed in Platyhelminthes. Then organ system level is present in phylum Aschelminthes. So in Aschelminthes the digestive system is completed. But dear students, these are the first animals, or this is the first phylum in which the closed blood vesicular system is found. Okay, so circulatory system is started, or we can say the closed circulation is started from the phylum Annelida. Okay, so here the body organization is organ system level, because here digestive system is found, excretory system is found, and the circulatory system is found. So these are the organ system are present. Next one is the body symmetry. Body symmetry. So which type of body symmetry is present? Body symmetry is bilateral. Okay. So bilateral body symmetry. How many germ layers are present? You know, germ layers are present 3. So 3 germ layers. 3 germ layers. What are these 3 germ layers? Dear students, you must know 3 germ layers: ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. So that is why these animals, or the animals of this phylum, are triploblastic. So triploblastic animals these are. Next one is, you must know the coelom is found or not. Coelom is present or not. Coelom is present. Which type of coelom? It is schizocoelom. What is schizocoelom? Dear students, schizocoelom is the coelom in which the mesoderm, it is divided into patches. You know, these are the septa are formed. So each mesoderm is divided. So little bit patch here, little bit here. So mesoderm forms these septa. That is why this type of coelom is known as what? Schizocoelom. Next one, dear students, here what? Skeletal system. Skeletal system. So you know this coelom, skeletal system is present, and this skeleton is not the exoskeleton, or not also this is the endoskeleton. This is the skeleton. This is known as the hydroskeleton. What is it? This is, you know, a schizocoelom, or the coelom of the animals. It contains the fluid, and this fluid makes the hydrostatic force. So that is why, due to this force, these animals make the strength in their body, and they can move. Okay, and also they can make the different shape of their body. So hydroskeleton is present. The coelomic fluid, the fluid filled in coelom or in schizocoelom, it gives the strength to living body. Okay, so that is why this is known as the hydroskeleton. Got it? Next one is respiration. So respiration occurs through skin, mainly through skin, and sometimes through gills. So in skin, the number of pores are present. That is why they can diffuse the carbon dioxide from the body, and from soil they can absorb the oxygen. In moist soil the water is present, and from water they can absorb the oxygen. So that is why respiration occurs through the skin, and in some animals it occurs through the gill. Next, what? And the circulatory system or circulation is found. And which type of circulation? Closed blood circulation. So closed blood circulation. So that is why this is very important point, dear student. These are the first animal in which closed blood vascular system or closed blood circulation is present, because blood flows in the closed vessels, just like artery has been in our body. So here also some vessels, blood vessels are present. So blood flows inside the blood vessels. Got it? So that is why must remember, again I am reminding it, that this is the point very important for your NEET exam, AIIMS exam, as well as for your home exam also. You know, here the blood capillaries are present, and blood vessels are present in which blood runs. That is why this is known as the closed blood circulation or closed blood circulatory system. Next one, dear friends, what excretion? So excretion occurs through nephridia. Nephridia are the coiled tubes, and they eliminate all the excretory substances from the body to outside, because here each segment has the pore, and which is the opening of the nephridia. So some nephridia are the integumentary nephridia, because there are three type of nephridia are present in earthworm. So one type of nephridia I am discussing here. They are skin. These are present in skin. That is why these are known as the integumentary nephridia. These nephridia absorb the excretory substances from the body and eliminate it outside from the body. Got it? So that is why excretion occurs through nephridia. What? Next point. Next point is the sexuality of organism. Sexuality. So dear students, mostly animals are the bisexual and some unisexual. Okay, so unisexual and bisexual animals are present in this phylum. So mainly just like earthworm, leech, these are the animals. These are bisexual or hermaphrodite animal, and unisexual animals, these are present also in this phylum. Okay, just like Nereis. So here we are discussing the sexuality. Now let's discuss about the how sexual reproduction is found. So reproduction, mainly which type of reproduction is sexual type of reproduction, or we can say sexual reproduction. Okay, so sexual reproduction is present. Next one, dear friends, here the fertilization occurs internally. That is why this is known as internal fertilization. Okay, next one is development. So you know, mainly the development is found, both the type of development is present, indirect and direct development, mainly direct and indirect development. Okay, so what are the example of this phylum? The example of this phylum are what? Earthworm. Next one is what? Leech. And next is Nereis and Heteronereis. You know, appendages are also present. I forgot to tell one thing. Appendages are present, and locomotion, how locomotion occurs in earthworm. So special structures are present in earthworm for locomotion. So locomotion occurs with the help of CT, or these are also known as, or sometimes these are written as KT. Okay, so KT or CT, these are the locomotory organ of earthworm. Got it? And in other organisms just like Nereis, the parapodia are the locomotory organ. So here locomotory organ in earthworm are CT and KT, but in Nereis the locomotory organ are parapodia. So parapodia are the locomotory organ or appendages. Got it? This is all about the phylum Annelida we have discussed. So thank you for watching this video. If you have any query, any doubt, you can ask me on personal WhatsApp number. And if you didn't subscribe my YouTube channel, please subscribe it.